Hey everybody, well I got my successful maiden of my F22 version 3 out of the way yesterday, so I've been working on it today since it's raining and I can't get out and fly to make a few modifications and hopefully improvements to make this beautiful plane fly even better. So I just thought it would be easier to shoot a quick video to explain them to you. So number one, I just went big time and dropped the old NTM prop drive in there, so to coin Dave Powers thinking, it's like dropping the big V8 in there. Lots of beef, lots of muscle. Not too fuel efficient, but I think it's going to be a good choice for this plane to really get it going fast and maximize its aerobatics. Not that I'm the park jet whisperer or anything like that, but I sort of got the feeling in the sense yesterday when I was flying it that it could definitely take lots of power. It definitely has a nice big wing, so it can handle a little bit more wing loading with the weight and the power. So anyway, a new motor and new speed controller, obviously. In several discussions back and forth with F1 Wannabe on the RC Powers forums, now that I knew where my C of G was, my C of G is right here, which is about 1.75 inches behind this wing brake, which is where, on the initial plans when I was building it, that's where the C of G was. So anyway, I was able now to give myself more flexibility, and I moved my electronics all inside in the top electronics bay. So I cleaned up my intakes considerably. There's obviously still some wires in there, but don't really have much choice. There's servo wires and ESC wires, but other than that, my intakes are completely clear now, so that should give me better airflow getting through there. Additionally, as I was looking at it, any air that would come in the intakes and go through these side vents here, if it went into the back here, you can't see the holes I've cut because this is in the way, so hopefully it's not going to obstruct the airflow too much, but down below here, the foam just went back and then closed, so it was going to act like an air scoop or air brake to a certain extent. So what I did is I'll just flip it over here so you can see. I got a little happy with my knife here, and I just cut some big slots on either side here on this piece of foam. So now hopefully we'll get some air flowing through here back to my motor, and also allowing the air to flow better for cooling of my electronics. And it also allowed me, like you can see, to get my servo wires through there, which was also handy. So I had to keep I ended up actually being able to get rid of 3 servo extension wires that I had with my previous setup, so that helps out a little bit. I kept my ESC extension wires from my motor because I put my ESC far forward to help with the C of G balance, but I think the big old V8 motor there will be able to compensate for it. So the other thing that I did was I cut a couple of sort of NACA vents, these triangular vents up here in the front. So maybe I'll even see the speed. Yeah, there you can see the speed controller right through there. So now, and especially because as the shape of this goes, hopefully the airflow is going to come right along the nose and then ram right into these NACA vents and then flow all the way back through over top of my speed controller, my battery, my receiver, all my wiring, and then get back to my motor. So keeping things nice and cool. I did gain about 35 grams in weight by adding the new motor and speed controller, but so I'm at 740 grams right now, which is sort of the maximum that RC Powers recommends on their plans. So that worked out well, I think. So anyway, I'm just going to pause and show you. I also added a mix into my my control surfaces, which hopefully will help me as I start to play around doing some high alpha. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so back with you again. I managed to get my throws up a little bit more, kind of not able to notice it there from when I made it yesterday, and I think as I get more used to it, I'll keep cranking them up. But I did make one change here. I put spoiler-ons programmed in. I've got, I guess, probably, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch upwards travel on those on either side. And the nice thing about this Turnigy ER9X is you can program them to go up and down slow, so it's not as much of a jerky response there. So anyway, I added those into my transmitter to hopefully help me out with getting some high alpha going. So anyway, so there we go. New motor, new speed controller, cleaned up the intakes, added some more holes for better airflow, I hope. I did consider cutting the opening up the prop slot, but the vertical stabs run right along beside it here, and I didn't want to cut out a bunch of more foam along the side here on the back, because I didn't want to sacrifice structural integrity. I'll fly it some more with this motor and see how it goes, and if I think I need to get better performance, I could probably stagger it a little bit, but then the more flat surfaces and angles and everything else may cause me even more problems with turbulence coming off of the prop wash. But anyway, more to follow, and hopefully we'll have a nice day tomorrow, and I'll be able to get out and fly this beauty one more time. So there you go. Those are the mods and improvements that I made after my maiden flight, and I'm excited about getting her in the air again. So if you have any questions, again, post them down below on my YouTube channel or on the RC Powers website if you're a member there, and I'll do whatever I can to help out or discuss it with you. So again, thanks again to F1 Wannabe, Dave Powers, Gray, and some other folks for their inputs on the RC Powers website. As always, it's appreciated. So thanks for watching.